all right? But you still got Trump in there. But it said the fall of Babylon's king, that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Babylon is talking about America, okay? America is modern day Babylon. And Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babal, which means confusion. So it says that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. This is clear indication that it's talking about America, man. Okay? Because everybody looked to this place as the golden city. The land full of milk and honey, silver and gold, where the streets are paved with gold. It says, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. See? So the Lord is breaking Esau's rulership, man. Taking that power away from him, man. Okay? And soon he's going to be powerless, man. He's going to come to the realization that he can't stop these prophecies, and that he is not the Heavenly Father, man. He's going to come to the realization that he's the basis of men. Verse 6, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. That's right. So, hey, man, these nations can't wait for America to go down, man. Okay? Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest. Why? Because the whole earth is going to be at rest, man. Okay? It's not going to be any more wars after America's taken down, man. And after the Lord destroys all those armies over there in the Middle East. There ain't going to be no more war. Hey, them Ishmaelites over there in the Middle East, they're not going to have to wake up and worry about missiles being dropped on them, man. They ain't going to have to wake up and worry about if their child, them sending their child to school. You know, if they gonna see their child again because a missile got dropped on top of the school, you know, they ain't gonna have to worry about that. See, that's stuff Esau does, man. We're not gonna be doing that. You know, we're not just gonna be going around torturing, or I should say, just blowing heathens up, you know, like Esau do. You know, starting wars. Taking over their land, because hey, these heathens they are gonna enjoy their land, and they're gonna be tributaries unto us. All right. Now, when they don't pay tribute, they're gonna be judged accordingly. You know, it's good to say that. But the way Esau be operating, man, these heathens are wary of that. You know. That's why the scriptures say the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, so it's really going to be peace. Okay? Shalom Yasha'Allah. Forget Pax Romana, Shalom Yasha'Allah. Peace, Yasha'Allah, man. Shalom means peace. Verse 8. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, even nature, man. Nature's going to be at peace, man. And the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feather is come up against us. Right. Because Esau, they just go overboard with everything, including chopping down trees, man. You know? Verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So like, see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? so the Iranian, I forget his name. I think it's Ayatollah Khamenei or something like that. With him saying that America is a spectacle, I'm gonna read some more of it. You know, that's them saying, "Art thou become as weak as we?" You know, that's why I named the video. You know, the clip. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. Let me see what that pomp means, because they got a song called Pomp and Circumstance. And they, from what I remember, they used to play that for the president. Okay? So let's see what pomp means. Oh, let me see what this says. Pomp and circumstance meaning. Impressive formal activities or ceremony. So let's get the word pomp. P-O-M-P. It says pomp, ceremony and splendid display, especially at a public event. And America's lost that a long time ago, man. Okay, America's lost that pomp a long time ago, you know. And damn, what was I about to say? Dang, it might come back to me, you know. Oh yeah. They got a saying, America is a nation that went from barbarism to decadence without civilization in between, man. And that's how these nations look at you. The only reason why they come here is to make money, man. They make their money, they get their little education, and they go back to their countries, man. Don't nobody really want to come here, to be honest with you. All right, now the women of the other nations want to come here because they feel like they're free. They can do all types of wickedness and get away with it. You know, like in the other countries, the men don't play with their women, man. When it comes to their women and their daughters, their wives, their daughters, they don't play, man. Which is how it's supposed to be. See, here in America, this is a woman's world, man. This is a woman's playground. You know, that woman vibration goes out from America. That's who really want to come here to America, is the woman from around the world. But the men look at this place as just some. It's a workplace, you know. I'm gonna go get my money real quick and come back home, take care of my family, you know. So yep, pomp and circumstances, that splendidness. Oh, look at this. It says ostentatious boastfulness or vanity. That's that pride, man. That's that pride. Okay, and it comes from the word pimpin, which means to sin. Pimpin, which means to sin, and that's that image that they send around the world. Okay, that's the image they send around the world. Oh yeah, we're the best nation on the earth. Look at the splendidness, look at the vanity. You know, look at the greatness, and America is losing that luster, man. Okay, America is losing that pump. Let me read the article real quick. It says, Iran calls U.S. election a spectacle, saying it is a clear sign of decline, while Ayatollah Khamenei was more biting in his statement. Other state advisors took more diplomatic stances, even though they all saying the same thing. Okay, they probably on the phone right now talking about it. Hey, y'all see that? Y'all see what's going on in America? They got Biden. It says Iran responded to the announcement of Joe Biden as the projected U.S. president-elect with ridicule. But reports indicate the Middle East nation ultimately sees President Trump's loss as a positive. Let's see what it says. So Khamenei, Ayatollah Khamenei, is on Twitter. He said the situation in the U.S. and what they themselves say about their elections is a spectacle. This is an example of the ugly face of liberal democracy in the U.S. All right, democracy, that's that wine, man. Okay, and you know, the Persians, which is Iran today, they fight tooth and nail to keep that crap out of their nation. you know, and over there in the Middle East, Afghanistan, Iraq, they're doing the same thing, you know. But in the media, they'll have you believe that they're terrorists. No, they're fighting against you to keep your ass out of there, man, from bringing that democracy into there. See? And now democracy is a whole mockery, and the whole world is laughing about it, man. See? It's making a mockery out of you, America. It says, this is an example of the ugly face of liberal democracy in the U.S. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is absolutely clear: the definite political, civil, and moral decline of the U.S. regime. So these nations are seeing that, okay, and they're saying that, man. All right, they're saying it's the decline of America, and it's clear to see, man. And guess what? It's prophecy. It's prophecy, and everything you see happening in the earth is leading to the decline and the destruction of America, man. Babylon the Great. Yeah, pretty much that's it. That's it on the article. I got another article as well. I'll probably just read a little bit of it. This is from Yahoo News, and it says, global uncertainty could risk World War III. UK military chief. See? So see, these chief ones are nervous, man. Okay, say the kings of the earth are shaking because they see these prophecies are about, these major prophecies about to pop off, man. Okay? And they know World War III is the end all be all of their kingdom, of their society, of their system, of their rulership. And they know World War III, or the third woe, is the return of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And Yahweh Shai is going to put his people on top. So they're very nervous. It says London, from Reuters, current global uncertainty and anxiety amid the economic crisis caused by the coronavirus pandemic could risk another world war. And the same thing happened back, because you had the Spanish flu back then. This was after World War I, you know, and then you had that crash that happened at the end of that decade, okay, which was around 1929, 1930, and then what did that lead to? Global warfare, man. So you see how everything's moving quicker now, man. Everything's moving quicker now, especially with this internet. So everything's leading to this third world woe, all right? But we know before that third woe, the third woe, that RFID chip, or the mark of the beast, has to be implemented, all right? It says, see, hey, that's why it pays to know history, man. Like history is ties in with prophecy as well, you know. It says, current global uncertainty and anxiety amid the economic crisis caused by the coronavirus pandemic could risk another war, another world war. The head of Britain's armed forces has warned. In an interview aired to coincide, and this guy, he don't know that they're going to turn and shoot missiles on America. I think that's in Jeremiah 50, where it talks about the mother should be ashamed of her daughter. The mother's talking about the UK being ashamed of the daughter, America. It says, in an interview aired to coincide with Remembrance Sunday, the annual commemorations for those who have been killed and wounded in conflict, Nick Carter, Britain's chief of the defense staff, said an escalation in regional tensions and errors of judgment could ultimately lead to widespread conflict. Quote unquote, I think we are living at a moment in time where the world is a very uncertain and anxious place, and of course, the dynamic of global competition is a feature of our lives as well. And I think the real risk we have with quite a lot of regional conflicts that are going on at the moment is you could see escalation lead to miscalculation, right? And that's gonna ultimately happen in the Middle East. Okay, it's gonna escalate so bad in the Middle East that it's gonna cause these nations to shoot off these missiles, man. Okay, so we definitely headed into this coming destruction, man. Okay, contrary to popular belief. All right, let's hope that holds up. But it says, let's read this, Revelation 18, because once again, the whole world is watching Babylon the Great, okay? And Babylon the Great, or America, is a spectacle, and they're going to keep watching all the way up into its destruction, man, okay? It says, Revelation 18:1, and the subtitle says, Babylon is fallen. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from the heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and a hold of every foul and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Because America's going to be turned into a desert when that destruction comes, man. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. That's that them laying in bed with her, getting that democracy, man. See? And now they seeing that democracy is a STD. it's a figuratively it's a STD, man. You know. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. That's why they wanted to follow after that philosophy of democracy, because they waxed rich off of it, man. But now they seeing the blowback of that, man. You know, how it demoralizes their whole nation, man. Demoralizes the men, demoralizes the women, the children, you know. It says, verse 4, and I heard another voice come from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. Right. So that's talking about when the elect are beamed up in those chariots, man. You know, the elect being beamed up in those chariots when Yahweh Shah returns. Okay? It says, that ye not receive of her plagues by way of those missiles. Okay? That destruction. Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. And last night during Joe Biden's speech, he was like, lesbians and homo and gays and homo, you know, because that's their whole agenda. Keep pushing that wicked vibration, man. Okay? Because this place is also known as Sodom and Egypt too. Okay? Not only is it Babylon the Great, it's also known as Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Sodom because of the homosexuality, and Egypt because us, the Israelites, are slaves in this place, man. You know? Verse 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity. Wickedness, right? Iniquities means wickedness upon wickedness. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much, and how does she glorify herself and live deliciously? Off the backs of us, the Israelites, man. Off the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites, man. Okay? You got to pay for that, Esau. And all these celebrations you got, most of them are celebrating you taking us down, man. Like you got this Thanksgiving coming up. That's you slaughtering off Gadites and Reubenites, man. You got to pay for that, man. The Lord ain't forgot, man. The Lord requires that which is past. Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And this ties in with Isaiah 47. Therefore shall her plagues come, in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord who judgeth her. Isaiah 34, Joel chapter 2, Revelation 17 and 16, which is right here. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's them EU nations, man. They're going to turn on America, man. Okay? And I didn't even know this. I heard the elder brother, Yashawamba, said in the video I was listening to that Biden, his whole foreign policy is about going up against Iran, man. Okay? So that's a continuation of that what they call it, industrial complex, military industrial complex, you know, keeping them wars going, because hey, them wars are bankers' wars, man. Them wars make money, you know. Them wars make money, and them Edomites know that. That's why they're trying to get another war started. It says, let's continue. Revelation 18 and 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment. Right, see? So, hey, all eyes are on America right now, man. Once again, all the way up until its destruction. All eyes are on America. Which lets us know we're even closer to getting about this place, man. We're closer to this place going down. We're closer to Esau going down, man. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. Okay? Or nearer than what we believe, you know? Roughly phrased in the scripture. All right? It says, Yahushua's on his way back, man. Can't stress that enough. Yahushua's on his way back. Now it's time to wake the hell up, man. It's time to wake up, man. Stop hitting the snooze button. It's time to wake up, Jake. It says, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment. Because all nations are going to see this destruction. The destruction of Babylon the Great. Saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour it's like judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Ain't gonna be no made in the USA anymore. Okay? Ain't gonna be no more of that. Which hell, you barely get any of that anyway. You know? It says the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thinning wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves, which is us, and souls of men, and the fruits of thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Right, because they ain't gonna make no more money off this place, man. Once again, that's the only reason why people come here, and that's the only reason why people send products here, man, so they can make money, because America is the #1 consuming nation. Verse 16, saying, at last, that great, and this ties another word for alas is woe. That great city, that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, which purple is a color of royalty. You know, it's one of my favorite colors, purple. It says, and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour is so great riches For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Right. That's the good old US of A. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her. And that's what the Lord's coming back to do. It's to avenge his elect, man. His holy apostles and his prophets. Verse 21. And it says, hey, the subtitle say Babylon will be thrown down. Yes, it will. Okay? So you got Esau thinking hey, they're in the time of healing. It's the time to heal America. No. Hey, what it's saying, let's get it. I gotta get it. Let's see. Is it 49 or is it 50? I think it's 49. Oh man, where is that? Dang, I think it's 49. So, what is it? All right, let me look it up. Because I want to get it. Okay, so they talking about America. It's time to heal America. Hey, the scriptures don't say that. Just like what Apostle Gabar said. Scriptures don't say that. Let me see. Real quick, bear with me. Baba Kushak. They're on it. To KJV 51. All right. Jeremiah 51. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse. I think it said 49. It's a lot. Jeremiah 51 and yeah, I've just seen it. It's a lot. Is that it? Jeremiah 51. Oh, 51 and 8. Okay. Jeremiah 51 and 8. So it says, and the subtitle right there, it says Babylon has fallen. Okay? It says Babylon has fallen. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, she may be healed. So see, you see how these devils don't even realize they fulfilling prophecy? Even with the things they say, man. You know, not just with the things they do, but even with the things they say. So you got Biden talking about it's time for America to heal. Nope. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. See, these other nations are leaving. They're like, hey, the hell with this shit. Hey, these niggas crazy. They about to have a civil war. We going home. You know? Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven. That's when the missiles drop, man. Okay, and you're gonna have those mushroom clouds. You know? It says, and it's lifted up even to the skies. That's right, man. That's right, man. So let's go back. Revelation 18 and 21. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon, or America, all right, that great city Babylon, Babylon the Great, be thrown down, and shall no more be found and shall be found no more at all. So the missiles, which are 200 million to be exact, right? That's in Revelation chapter 9, verse 15 on down, 16 on down. All right, those missiles, it's in Joel chapter 2 too, Isaiah 34, you know, when those missiles hit, man, it's going to obliterate this place, man. All right, anything and everything on the soils of Babylon the Great or America is going to be wiped out. It's going to be melted, man. It's going to be turned to dust and ashes. And this place is going to be a desert, man. All right. It says, verse 22, and the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be no more at all, shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found no more in thee. Right. So there ain't gonna be no more building in Babylon the Great once this place is cast down. No more construction. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. No more work. Verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For thy sorceries were all nations deceived. The Hollywood. Hey man, you probably got people that literally believe that Esau can fly just by watching the movies, man, from Hollywood. That's that witchcraft, man. That's them sorceries, man. You know? Verse 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. So once again, Esau, you got to pay for all that, man. Babylon the Great, which this land, America, is cursed, okay? It's cursed with the blood of the saints, man. Cursed with the blood of the Israelites, with the blood of the prophets, man. Okay? So this place is destined to be destroyed, man. Okay? And we're fast approaching that time. Babylon the Great or America going down. Thus said the Lord. So with that, I pray this was edifying. Okay, and to the elect, I pray it was edifying. I'm going to say shalom and a Bible ball. Lord willing, hey, I'll be back out next week, Lord's will.